Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Agape the Game. We are so glad to have y'all here. We're so glad to have y'all here. We're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff today, specifically the Super Bowl because it was a big game last night. The Rams took the W. And yeah, I'm Sarah.
I'm MJ.
And I am Marlon. And yes, it's Super Bowl edition, but it's also Valentine's Day. So, publicly want to tell my kids that I love them. Love you, MJ. I love you, Sarah. I mean, this is agape. This is like the highest expression of love. So for me, it doesn't matter where I am. God. I'm going to show you that I love you, right? So both of you all are very lucky because Mama bought you all some Valentine gifts today. And
DoorDash. Okay. Jinx knocked out black on wood.
DoorDash. So what's for dinner tomorrow?
DoorDash.
Oh no!
So we're gonna eat DoorDash.
I might give me some wings.
Every time you get DoorDash, it's always wings.
From where?
Wingstop. Wingstop got the best wings.
Okay.
Then they fries.
It's wings with an I, not the A.
Be quiet. It'd be crunchy with salt, and then the fries be a little sweet.
The fries be sweet?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a Wingstop. I thought you were talking about wings.
Wow. So here it is today. First of all, we want to welcome our guests. This is our second episode. We know we just sprung this on you. We just, put it out there 30 minutes before we went live. But we realized that, with young kids, young athletes, got a lot going on. So we just said, this is the best day that we could do it. Plus, the show is called Agape the Game. So what better day than to do this second episode
expression of
on
love.
Valentine's Day, and give a shout out to the love of my life, Miss Tasha, who is on who is behind the scenes working and keeping us straight. But Valentine's Day, Super Bowl, lot going on.
Yes.
But the day is, it's hard to talk more about Valentine's Day when we had a pretty big time Super Bowl.
Holly Molly dip.
Okay, the Holly Molly dip.
You didn't even eat none yesterday.
Yes, I did.
She ate some dip.
I had a whole plate. I had the Holly Molly dip. I had the
pork loin.
I didn't have that. I had some
pimento
wings.
Cheese.
Yeah, pimento cheese, wontons.
Empanadas.
They're not wontons.
They were. Empanadas.
Empanadas.
Yeah. So
I had some Rocky Road ice cream. It was good. I barely was watching the game though.
Yeah, we know.
But anyway, so
was watching the Norris Nuts.
I was watching Dance.
The Norris Nuts.
Dance Mom.
Here's the deal. All right, so I'm gonna give you all an opportunity to talk about this Super Bowl. And my first question of the night is, what did you love the most about the Super Bowl? Hold up, Sarah, before you let the folks know. We want to find out, what was it that you liked the most about the Super Bowl? Here it is. But here are the answers. Here are your choices. Was it the food?
Yes.
Was it the game? Was it the commercials? And was it halftime? So obviously, let's go ahead. Sarah has already, given us a sneak peek on what she enjoyed, what she loved the most. What was your highest expression of love for this Super Bowl?
First thing.
Super Bowl 56.
The food, the Holly Molly dip specifically. Second thing, it was the tie between the food and the halftime show. The halftime show. No, I actually watched the halftime show, unlike you playing 2K the whole time.
What?
Yes.
What are you talking about? I was playing 2K the whole time.
You were on the game.
No, I wasn't.
You were literally on the game.
No, I wasn't.
Why are you lying to yourself?
I'm not lying. I was in the kitchen.
What you call it? The game the whole time.
Exactly. I was in the kitchen eating my ice cream, my cookie dough and brownie ice cream.
All right. Nonetheless. Hey, nonetheless.
He was back there yelling.
Come on, talk to us about it.
So I like the food. The halftime show was really good.
And we'll talk about the halftime show a little later. I think the halftime show was good enough for us to discuss that separately.
Did you say Mary J. Blige was Beyonce?
No, MJ, we're not going to talk about that.
It's all good. We're introducing her. Yesterday was a great introduction to music, to our genre of music for old folks, as y'all call it. So, MJ, talk to us.
I didn't.
What else you got?
I was going to talk about the commercials, too. So, basically, everything was good besides the game.
So, the game was not good.
What?
I guess.
Huh?
I mean,
Oh my
the game
lord!
was the game. It was a football
Well,
game.
we understand your, lack of passion for football. I mean,
Correct.
she may be the only one in the family that, that doesn't like football as
Correct.
much as the other three. But
Disappointed.
so whenever we go to football games, just as an FYI, we have to kind
I
of
go to the concession stand.
drag Sarah to the game and entice her that she's going to eat well at the concession stand so that she is there. MJ, talk to us. What was the thing you loved the most about Super Bowl 56?
I'm gonna have to say the commercials were. I'll probably say last.
Okay.
Last in my ranking. It's a hard pick between the food and the game. But I'm gonna have to go. Number 3 was the food.
Okay.
And then number 2.
I mean, you
I'll
only
say
got
number 2 was halftime show, and then number 1 was the game.
the game.
The game was really good.
Game
I
was
was
really good.
I was
What
not expecting the
happened?
Bengals to be up that much.
Talking about during the course of the game.
During
Yeah.
the course of the game.
Yeah,
For them
I
to
mean,
be up 20-16, I was very surprised.
yeah. So for me, the thing that I love the most, I'm gonna tell you that the food was on point. But I mean, being a lover of sports and coming off of the last 2 weeks of the playoffs and having a Super Bowl that was just as dynamic, I think was pretty cool. I mean, and to see, obviously, Joe Brr, as y'all say, Joe Brr, as he was the opportunity on the big stage. Obviously, same thing with Matthew Stafford. We'll talk a little bit later about that. But for me, I'm going to tell you, that food was good. The pork loins,
That was good, though.
the
was
pimento
good.
cheese empanadas, the
Valentines.
as Sarah said, the wontons, but they were empanadas. If you saw my pictures on Facebook,
I get them mixed up.
then we had the holly molly dip. Then we had French onion dip. We had spinach artichoke dip, and then wings.
Wings,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
special barbecue sauce that was.
It was just barbecue sauce.
No, it wasn't
special.
just meant.
It tasted
barbecue
like
sauce.
gold digger wings from Friends.
That was my special recipe on that. So you're just not gonna say that was just some barbecue sauce. So here it is.
Okay.
Speaking of the game, MJ, last week you gave us picks. Remind us about your picks. What did you pick last week? Who did you pick?
The Rams.
And what was the score? What was your score?
I said 24-17.
Okay, all right.
But I was close, though.
No, I think, man, I'm gonna tell you that is. I mean, if you were to ever, pick a game and then pick the score, and then, you were 3 points either way. No, I mean, what did the score end up being? 23-20. So you were 1 point off the Rams, Rams score.
Wait, it was 20. Yeah, it was
23-20.
Yeah.
So 1 point off the Rams score and 3 points off the Bengals score. I think that's pretty impressive.
I actually
Goes to MJ.
I made
that.
a prediction.
We didn't get your prediction last week.
I didn't do it on the show. I made the prediction last night right before the kickoff. Remember I told you it's going to be like 24-29? Remember I said
Okay.
that?
No,
All right.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either,
said
but
no. You were in the kitchen
Yeah,
still
because
cooking.
no, she did say that because she said the Bengals was going to win.
What?
You said the Bengals was going to win?
No, after Dad said he would give me half the money off y'all bet.
Yeah.
He
So
never said
MJ
that.
won. I did. MJ won $5. We
That's
bet
when
at
I said the
$5.
Bengals were going to win, but from the beginning I thought the Rams were going to win, just because.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I kind of felt the Rams were going to win, but I picked the Bengals because, just to have a little rivalry. It wasn't the home team playing in it, so, it wasn't like all of us was going, for the same person, or same team. So it's just a little friendly competition for us to, me and MJ, to engage in that healthy competition. And so 23-20 ended up being a game. Talk to us about a little bit more after you saw the game. Just give us your take on the game in general. Just the high points, low points, just as a football player, a guy who loves the game. Talk to us about it.
The high points were when the Rams knew they lost their top wide receiver, but they came back and still won the game. And people was doubting on them, thinking, "Oh, they ain't gonna do nothing because Odell is out."
Right.
Their low point, I'll really say when they let Joe Burrow get too much time in the pocket, and they let him scramble, because Joe Burrow got a lot of passes off, and they were good. Even though they lost, Joe Burrow, I'll say he did a pretty good game. I was honestly surprised that Aaron Donald didn't get as much sacks as he did.
He had the most sacks in a Super Bowl. He had 7. He got sacked 7 times, I think.
Did he?
Yeah. I think he got sacked 7 times. So it was, I think that was the final stats on that. So he got sacked. The last couple of plays. Well, he didn't get sacked the last series, but he got sacked one series. But anyway.
No, 7, he did get sacked the last series.
I say he didn't get, I was thinking about the 2 plays from really Aaron Donald. So here's the big question. Here's been a debate the whole day. Okay. And Sarah, I know that this discussion does not really.
I'm fine. I'm chilling.
You're chilling right now. Okay. Well, we're gonna come back. I know that this doesn't, kind of include you, but it could.
I don't even know who these people are.
All right. It's all good. Here's the question, MJ. Why did the Rams win? Did the Rams win because of the play of Matthew Stafford? Or did they win because of the play of Aaron Donald? Even though neither one of those guys got the MVP of the game.
Who got the MVP?
Cooper Kupp got the MVP, the receiver. What's your thoughts? Who would you say, were the determining factors for the Rams?
I'm gonna have to go Matthew Stafford. But here's why. Throughout the game, Aaron Donald was getting washed. He was getting blocked, and the only time he would really get, good pressure was on passing plays. So, and they didn't really do that. Well, they did it much, but they still got the ball off in time. So I would say Matt Stafford, because he really carried the team, to the point where they was down, and then they had to come back up to win the game.
Okay. So I respect that. But would you hold on, Sarah? Would you? Right. So, do you think the Rams win that game if Aaron Donald is not in on that last series? Because he made 2 plays, 3rd and 1. All right, he made the tackle. He made the tackle 3rd and 1 to prevent the first down. 4th and 1, he sacks Joe Burrow. So do you think if we remove Aaron Donald off of the defense of those 2 plays, that the Rams still walk away with the win?
Depends on who's there.
Okay, yeah. Obviously we're talking hypothetically.
Oh yeah, I know that, but it all depends on who they have there.
But just take into consideration, everybody leading up to this game talked about the fact that Joe Burrow this year had the most stats. He was sacked the most times as a Super Bowl quarterback than any other Super Bowl quarterback ever. during the course of the season. So I know there's been a lot of talks about the Cincinnati Bengals line. Coming into the game, we knew how dominant the Rams defense were. You know, Matthew Stafford hadn't been there, and the whole talk was, Matthew Stafford. Is Matthew Stafford really a good quarterback, or was he just in a bad situation in Detroit? A lot of people say now that he's a good quarterback because he's surrounded around, some good folks.
I mean, yeah, I think it was a bad thing in Detroit because he didn't really have any wide receivers or anything like that, to pass to, or he didn't have any running back, to run the ball and get them yards. So I think it was Detroit. Overall, he is a good quarterback. I'll give him his props. But with him being in Detroit, I think it really messed up his career. I mean, I won't say career because now he's getting it back. But, winning that Super Bowl. But Detroit, it really didn't help him out at all.
Yeah. But, I heard. Go ahead, Sarah.
So, I was just listening to y'all. I don't even know the plays that they had or whatever. But I was just listening. And if you said that he made the sack on Joe Burrow, and he prevented the first down, and that got the team ahead.
That was the end of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the team ahead. I personally think that they probably wouldn't have won if he didn't did that. Just from listening, because I wasn't really watching the game. Just from listening to that little bit of y'all talking, I feel like that they wouldn't have made it because the sack could really help out the team that did the sack or the player that did the sack. It could really impact that team on the game, and then the tackle of preventing the first down, that just cut down time of them getting more time to score a touchdown. Yeah. So I think,
I think that's a great point, Sarah, because it's
MJ, I'm trying.
I'm
trying.
No, that was great perspective. Listen, you didn't even watch the game, but you're listening to our conversation and you're able to give a great perspective. I got something for you a little later, Sarah, because obviously this is a big stage for male athletes, the Super Bowl, male athletes. We're going to talk a little later just about, female sports and how,
spoil her, man.
I just spoil her.
Yes.
Spoil me.
No, yeah. I think she can bring, something great to the show. I think her perspective is very enlightening.
But what you mean? But what you mean by you gonna give her something later?
No,
it's not MJ.
Oh my goodness!
MJ,
seriously,
it's not like handing me something. It's not.
Right.
I don't get $1 million prize.
All right, here's the deal.
It's just part of the show. This whole show about the Super Bowl, and I don't even like football.
That's right, and she's here.
So
on the
you
show.
basically getting spoiled.
Wait, could have been me and MJ.
MJ,
could have been
stop.
Eminem show. Marlon and MJ.
That would have been better.
Check this out, though. Real quick, I think it's important that we stop right now. Give a shout out to all of our viewers. Hey, want to give a shout out to Daryl Brown. Daryl, good to have you on the show commenting. We appreciate your support. Hey, go to your Facebook page, your YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you hit the notification button so that you
click
can
that like button.
Get
Indeed.
There you go.
Click the like
get
button.
Get notifications whenever
Smash
we go live. Share. We are really doing. We got a big ambitious goal by the end of this month to really hit 1,000 subscribers, and it's going to take you, our viewers, to help us do that. On Facebook, share it with your friends, with your family. Let them know what we're doing. This is just a great way for us, as we mentioned, to learn, to see, to observe how people in the world, not just in sports, just so happen that we talk a lot about sports, but people in the world, how do they really express their love, the highest level, not just love, but the highest level of love for what they're in. And this is what, this show is all about. It's about us learning. It's about us hearing the stories of people that are out there who are very passionate about the games that they're playing, whether it's careers, politics, sports, family, relationships, education, whatever the hobbies that you have. We want to hear about those. And And we're planning even right now to have some great people on the show so that we can hear from those individuals and even get more insight as to how people love the show. So y'all give a shout out to all of our viewers. Thank y'all so much. And we appreciate your support on Agape the Game, the highest expression of love. Sarah, talk to us about the halftime show.
Yo time.
Talk to us about the halftime show.
Time. So, the halftime show, like I said, it was my second favorite thing, right behind the food. But the halftime show, we had Mary J. Blade.
Oh my God. Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blaze. There you go.
Blige.
Oh my goodness.
Who's Mary J.
Well,
Blige?
it's Beyonce. It was Beyonce. Sarah asked during the halftime show if Mary J. Blige was Beyonce. Come on, sit up, baby.
Beyonce.
Here it is. This is your.
Really?
Hey.
Then you said she looked sexy.
I know, but I didn't want no one to know that.
Here we
It's
go,
not my
baby.
fault.
Here we go.
Stop.
All right, so here we go. Sarah, talk to us about the halftime show.
Anyway, so I think that the halftime show was really well put together. I love the theme and the setup of the whole thing, and the transitions were smooth from each singer or rapper. The Mary J. Blige.
There we go. There you go.
We had Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent.
I'm gonna bring this in to make sure that people.
Oh
hear
yeah,
you.
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
Kendrick,
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, and we had Dr. Dre with the DJing. I think
You forgot Eminem.
Eminem. Yes. I forgot about
So
that.
out of all of those, who did you think did the best?
Let's see. Who'd you think, Sarah?
Who would you pick?
Okay, so I think Snoop Dogg probably had the best like songs because he was on. I only knew his songs.
So how
And-
did you learn about those songs? Is it
You
Oh,
and your playlist that you've played since I was 3.
okay? Well, I'm
still have the
introducing
same
you,
one.
but still though, that's the music. Listen, here's the deal. Y'all may not like that playlist and
it's
that
fine.
music.
It's fine,
But here we
yeah.
are talking about not only us
aight.
talking about the halftime show, but millions and millions of people are talking about this halftime show and how epic it was and how it was one of the top halftime shows ever in the 56 years.
It was.
It was good. It was really good.
It was epic. How do you know about the other ones? You weren't around.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
MJ, okay.
Super Bowl one. Who performed?
Who performed? I think it
Person
was.
that could breathe.
I think it was.
Whatever. All right.
No, I think
Jackson.
it was Abraham Lincoln.
Oh my Lord.
Abraham
Really?
Lincoln and
The president, first president.
No. What's his name? Oh, Benjamin Franklin.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All about the Benjamins.
I was gonna say Christopher Columbus, but that's okay.
Because you know they had to have the concert with light, and guess who created light? Benjamin Franklin. I got something on there.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear
See?
you. Okay.
I think it was probably the people that were on
What
the
you got?
Boston Tea Party. You know, they're on the boat. They had to have like some music or something. Like they couldn't travel all those miles.
Ole, ole, ole.
They could-
All right, here we go. All right. So we got
But-
Miss Nancy. Miss Nancy says that this halftime show was the top 3 for her.
It was really
so tell
good.
us who were the other. Comment, Nancy, and let us know what were the other 2. I've heard today through social media outlets that the Prince halftime show. I've heard of. I'm trying to think.
Michael Jackson always have good.
Who else? I think those were the 2. So the
Yeah.
halftime show was pretty good.
It was good. It was
I
well
like-
put together too. Like the set of
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, I really like the set, the creativity that they brought to it. It's pretty interesting to see it come together. If we could only get a snapshot of what happens behind the scenes, and once again, I think what we saw yesterday, first of all, it was these artists really having a love for California. Now, California. There you go.
California.
West Coast love. I got to give it up to my boy Danny Hernandez. That's my West Coast
Snoop Dogg crip walking.
But Snoop Dogg crip walking. I'm telling you, that probably was the highlight of the show.
No, the thing I liked was Kendrick Lamar when he was doing his song. That choreography like made him like go on beat, and it was like,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Like that was cool. That was cool. It was very satisfying.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people could have said that they could have done without Kendrick Lamar, but I believe he just added a different element to the show.
Yeah, it made it like more unique and creative and interesting because it was like a whole different like theme, like a whole different like concept for his performance than the other ones.
Right.
Because his like the set kind of seemed like darker and like kind of like more like
his was good. It was
kind of scary.
He could have added.
But I like the choreography. I feel like his choreography was the best out of all of them.
Okay.
I think. Good. I mean, he could have added like the song "Humble" or something like that to make it better. Cause that was, I mean, we gonna be all right. It's a good song, but "Humble," you know, you had everybody on it.
That's the thing, though, about the halftime show. It is the fact that you only got so many minutes because the game has to start back up. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool on the halftime show.
One more thing.
What you got, Sarah? What?
At the end of Mary J. Blige's performance, that death drop was on point.
What's a death drop?
Where you like fold your legs into a four, you drop back on the floor.
Okay.
I don't know if she just like passed out and got tired, but it was on point. Her outfit was good too because she was singing.
Yeah.
She looked 60.
Huh?
She looked 60.
Whatever.
She looked old.
That's not
Lord.
okay.
That was just because you didn't have little baby up on the.
They could have added him. I mean,
no, not from LA. He would not from LA. Not from LA. All right, here's the deal. As we come to the end of this show,
Chicago.
As we come to the end of this show, I think MJ last week said that he felt that the national championship game was much bigger than the Super Bowl. Well, I pulled some stats. All right, pulled some numbers. The national championship game drew 22.6 million viewers. Mm-hmm. How many you think for the Super Bowl?
The only reason it probably had the only reason it probably had more was because of the halftime show. I think that's the only reason.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think college football ought to have a halftime show?
Yes.
Like that?
Uh-huh.
Wait, it didn't have a halftime show?
That may be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, because think about it.
I mean, you're on national stage.
Yeah, if college football had a halftime show instead of that Dr. Pepper little thing.
But still, though, here's the deal.
I could have done the halftime show for them.
You said that last week you talked about the national championship being the best, that everybody was talking about it. 22.6 million viewers for the national championship this year. 36 million viewers for the Super Bowl. So that explains why the Super Bowl. Now, there are a whole lot of other elements with the Super Bowl.
They only do it for the halftime.
Only the halftime. I got you. So,
because one of my teachers even said that she only watched some of the game for the halftime.
Right. A lot of folks, that's the entertainment of the show. It is the halftime. Right. It is the commercials, and then obviously the game is what it is. So, so as we wrap this show up today, I think it's important for specifically for parents that are listening in and thinking about the love of the game for not only for yourself, but if you have kids that are in sports, I think it's very important because we look at the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. We look at the guys that are playing. We see our kids that are involved in sports, and a lot of us have bigger dreams than our kids. And the reality of it all, when it comes to sports, is the fact that, and I want you all to understand this, MJ and Sarah, is that to play even on the college level, the percentage of athletes that play on the college level is almost impossible to the average athlete. And for all of us that aspire to play at that next level, it's important to know that, we watch a lot of sports on TV, watch a lot of it on TV, and it can really suck us in to believe that, I'm going to be on TV one day, or my friend is going to be on TV one day. And so for us, what we want to do is really inspire people to, number one, understand the reality of playing sports at a high level. It's almost virtually impossible when you look at national stats. Now, we're not telling you not to dream, because this show is all about inspiring you to love the game at the highest level. But what if you don't play at the next level? Can you look back and have great and see the great experiences, the great friendships, and love the game just for those elements as opposed to individual accolades? And so for me, as we end this show today, we want to make sure and remind the parents, hey, encourage your kid, create an environment where your kids can genuinely love the game. It's not a burden. It is not work. We all want a job, or wish that we had a job where we love it so much that when we wake up in the morning, feels like we're not even working. So that's my agape point today. Sarah, what you got?
My agape point is, next time there's a Super Bowl, if you didn't get a chance to have Holly Molly dip this time, make sure you get some next time, because it keeps you company.
There you go. Much love.
Have a nice night.
Much love for the Holly Molly dip. MJ,
yes.
If you're talking right now to your football team, what would you talk to them about, really digging deep to love the game? Because yesterday we saw, I'm going to tell you, one of the biggest pictures about yesterday that we saw, or the biggest images, I think, was Odell Beckham, right? And the fact that he really wanted this by his expression, his tears at the end. So talk to us about it.
Everyone gonna cry.
Talk to look in the camera and talk to your teammates. Talk to them about.
I would say, I don't really, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what I would say.
You're in the huddle with your guys.
Who got your back? I got your back.
We're in the huddle with the guys, and you're talking to, your guys about this moment. Aaron Donald had a moment yesterday with his team. What would you say to your team right now, man?
Make sure you give it your all. If you love it, make sure you give it your all, so whatever comes in the future, then you could be prepared for it and you know what to expect.
I got it. So here's another thought. Here it is, Odell Beckham. Got hurt. We talked about injuries last week. Got hurt, out of the game. Wish he could be there. Mm-hmm. And that's inspiration for all of our players that are listening in to know that, dude, you only get one. I said one opportunity, but that may be your last opportunity.
Yopo. Oh my Lord.
Yopo.
No.
Thank you all so much for tuning in on second edition, Valentine's Day edition, second episode, Valentine's Day edition. Hey, we love y'all. Agape the game. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button, and share this with your friends and family.
Smash the like button.
Smash it.
Have a great day. Have a great week.
Bye.
Have a great week.